Good evening. My name is Michelle, and I am doing this video for the YouTube audience in advocacy of health and fitness. I work in the emergency room of a very large hospital here in Florida, in South Florida, specifically Fort Lauderdale. The population is mainly mostly African Americans and a small population of Caucasian and Hispanics. I have noticed that there are certain races who tend to have a larger risk of cardiovascular diseases. And I noticed that in the African American community, this seems to be a common thing to suffer from blood pressure and diabetes. I also have noticed that most of these people who suffer from these problems, these diseases, are also overweight at the same time. My problem is these insurance companies will pay for another pill to be popped, another prescription to be given, for another person to end up in the hospital due to consequences or second side effects of the pill, but don't look at the patient as a whole. If you look at these patients, they are overweight. Insurance companies should take a more holistic approach to obesity. They should take a more of a holistic approach when it comes to preventable diseases. Not to say that all blood pressure and diabetes problem is due to obesity, but if insurance companies obligated these patients to go to the gym and paid for a gym membership and paid for a nutritionist, then we would have less of a obesity problem in America. I'm very passionate about this because I've had patients who used to be on blood pressure medication, diabetic, and overweight, who took the initiative to change their lives and have a life of fitness and health, and no longer need to take blood pressure medication and no longer need to check their sugar every day. And the only thing they changed was their weight. Not everybody has the luxury of being able to pay for a gym. Not everybody has the luxury to see a nutritionist. But a lot of these people do have insurance. Why doesn't the insurance company pay for nutrition and fitness? Now, what I'm saying may not make any sense. However, I did find a study released in the NCBI website, and it was published by BMC Public Health in 2009, March 25th. The study was called "The Incidence of Comorbidities Related to Obesity and Overweight, a Systematic Review and Meta-Analysis." Now, the reason for this study was overweight and obese persons are at risk of a number of medical conditions which could lead to further morbidity and mortality. This is a known fact. Now, this is what the study is mentioning. But it is known that overweight and obesity causes these problems. The primary objective of the study is to provide an estimate of the incidence of each comorbidity related to obesity and overweight using meta-analysis. The study goes on into the methods and all of that. It was concluded that both overweight and obesity are associated with the incidence of multiple comorbidities, including type 2 diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular diseases. It goes on to say that maintenance of a healthy weight could be important in the prevention of the large disease burden in the future. Further studies are needed to explore the biological mechanisms that link overweight and obesity with these comorbidities. We don't need more studies. We don't need more proof. America is obese, and insurance companies need to take this holistic approach. I don't know why. It's not logical. These patients are ending up in the hospital secondary to their blood pressure, diabetes, or cancer, or side effects of their medication, and costing the insurance company more than what they could be doing in preventing these diseases. My problem is that patients are not educated enough on the problem that their weight has on them. America has become too sensitive and too acceptable of certain problems. The average dress size, and although this may sound cosmetic, but I want to give my audience an idea of where we stand. The average dress size in America is 12. 12 is a pretty, no offense to any of my viewers, but 12 is a pretty big size. It's unacceptable. America needs to stop being sensitive and sit and realize that we are obese. This country needs to be educated on the importance of a healthy, fit diet and a healthy, fit lifestyle. If you cannot afford it, insurance companies must take action and offer to pay for these patients to go to a gym. Give them some type of criteria. Insurance companies know how to find a loophole and everything. They need to find a criteria for these patients to go and get fit. Nobody's asking these patients to be the world's strongest man or be the leanest person, but to maintain a healthy weight. It's as simple as that. And I believe that in order for that to happen, we need to sit and a group of us who agree with this need to sit down and write a letter to these insurance companies. We need to sit down and put all of our heads together and put down these facts, write this down, and tell the insurance company, you know, how much obesity is costing this nation, along with, the obvious of smoking. Obesity is causing a lot of costing a lot of money to this country. And if we can just get all the numbers down and write letters to the insurance companies, I think that we can, I know that we can make an impact on the way that insurance companies are doing things now. A lot of these patients blame that they don't have money to go to a gym. Well, if it's paid for and they have to go in order to get their prescription, I'm sure they'll find the time. Thank you.